So if you have a history of seizures, or you know someone who has a history, or you're a caregiver for such a person, I want you to lean in. I want you to listen in, because I'm going to share a few things about sleep and seizures. Now, sleep plays a role in the severity and the frequency of occurrence of seizures. And so anything that causes sleep disruption can lead to a vicious cycle in people that have seizures. Any kind of sleep problem, be it sleep apnea, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, circadian rhythm disorders, whatever, periodic limb movements, whatever it is that can cause that is a sleep problem that can cause sleep disruption, can affect seizures. Okay, now sleep fragmentation from all of these things I listed earlier can lead to seizures, and then more seizures, and then more sleep fragmentation can occur for various reasons. Now, typically after a seizure, let's take for example, if a seizure happens during the day, they can have something called post-ictal sleepiness, and these can lead to falling asleep during the day for several hours, and doing that can reduce their ability to fall asleep at nighttime. Now, if the seizure occurs during the night, they can have something called post-ictal agitation or hyperactivity that leads to being awake for many hours of the night. And so then that leads to daytime sleepiness, and that becomes a vicious cycle of sleepiness, seizures, sleep disruption, and all of that. The relationship between sleep deprivation and seizures has been insufficiently studied, right? Basically, we need more studies on that. But from medical experience, we found that people tend to have more seizures when they are sleep deprived, right? That's what we hear from our patients. And so we think that there is a huge relationship between sleep deprivation and frequency of seizures. Now, let's talk about sleep apnea and seizures. Sleep apnea is one of the biggest sleep disorders, and it's just nice for us to know what the relationship is, or how at risk people that have seizures are for having sleep apnea. Now, adults that have epilepsy or seizures, right, are 10% at risk of having obstructive sleep apnea. Children with epilepsy have about 20% chance of having obstructive sleep apnea. People with refractory seizures, and I'll explain what refractory means in a second. People with refractory seizures are 30 times at risk of having obstructive sleep apnea. And refractory seizure means when you are on 2 and above medications and you still have ongoing seizures. And so we now know that people that have seizures are at risk of having obstructive sleep apnea. And so but with these statistics, however, though, this is independent of obesity and other things like upper airway, facial anatomy. This is just for people that have a history of seizures. And so getting tested for sleep apnea and treating sleep apnea, if present, can help to make for improvement or reduction, I would say, in the frequency of seizures. Now, keep in mind that people can die from a seizure, right? People can die. And so anything that helps reduce the frequency of seizures can as well reduce occurrence of death in people that have seizures. And so I wanted to share this video to raise awareness, to help people understand the relationship between sleep and seizures, and to have people look out for any sleep disorders that they may have if they have a history of seizure that can be treated, which can help reduce frequency of seizures and improve mortality and morbidity. I hope this has helped you. My name is Dr. Anna Kute. I am a triple board certified in internal medicine, sleep medicine, and obesity medicine. I'll see you in my next video.